Get hyped, everybody. Get hyped. It's playoff time, baby. It's playoff time. Perfect timing as we get right to, let me turn that off. All right, as we've got Matt Stafford automatically in shotgun formation, is going to hand it off to Banyard, as we've got Pittsburgh traveling all the way to snowy Cleveland, as both users wear solid colors, thankfully, so we can see everybody. Praise them. So that's sportsmanship right there. These guys have played each other 2 times, and I believe, they can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Connor won both times. And here he is in the playoffs. Let's see if he can go ahead and get his first playoff win of the cycle. Jesse, this is the first time he's made playoffs this cycle. Let's see if he can also get his first win. Welcome everybody to Better League Network. It's been a while. It's been a minute. Actually, I think this might be only my second or third stream of this season. So our bad, but here we are. The playoffs. There's gonna be plenty of playoff games for everybody here, as we got our first third down here. And for a second, I thought that midfield line was the first down line. I was like, whoa, damn, that's a long way to go. It's actually a 3rd and 6. He's going to drop back. He's got the curl. Was there for a second, but instead he's going to go ahead and hit Chambers, his tight end, up on that corner there, or post. Sorry, that's going to be a 1st and 10 here. Big first down on the first drive here. Everybody, let me know when you get in here. Let's see what we got in the chat. We got Dan, we got Austin, we got Cam, and a few others look like are trickling in. So thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. As Stafford looks like he's going to go with the play action here. Clean pocket. He's got Y if he wants him. He throws it to Y and gets the animation. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. Tight ends get the craziest animations. The road to Arizona starts now, says Dan, who's got a game directly after this one here on Better League Network. That's going to be handed off to Banyard. Banyard is going to go try to cut it back inside, but there was Devin Bush just waiting for him. Former Wolverine of Michigan, able to go ahead and stop that one for a short gain. Going to be a 2nd and 7. Yeah, my voice is well rested. I got my Better League Network gear. My swag. Stafford to go under center here, and again, it looks like he's going to go with the pass here. He's going to go ahead and drop back, looking for that out route, and he's going to throw it to him, and then Beckham Jr. able to go get the toe drag swag, able to get that first down there at the 27-yard line. If you see me keeping poking my head up, it's because I'm checking in on the national championship game. Kind of poking my head out. I can update you guys on that one too if you'd like. Stafford's going to be under center here. Looks like he's got RPO set up here, which he might take advantage of. Instead, he's going to hand it off the Banyard on the counter. He's got one man to beat by Minka Fitzpatrick, former Roll Tide, who's also playing in the national championship right now. Able to go ahead and bring him down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Cleveland really had an impressive season this year, sweeping the Bengals, who was a season 1 Super Bowl champion, and then also I think they swept the Steelers too. He's going to go ahead and Stafford's going to run with this one. He's going to smartly slide down. He may have had a couple guys there, but I didn't think he wanted to risk it and try to see if he could thread the needle there. Instead, takes his 6-yard gain on first down, makes it 2nd and 4. I wish I could be in the playoffs, dude. Cam, sorry, bro. I feel you, man. Here comes the toss out to Banyard, but Devin Bush, wow, had all that speed, but did not have the angle as we got our first touchdown. That's a big miss there by Devin Bush. Devin Bush usually makes those tackles. He just straight up froze like the freaking field and was not able to bring him down. And so now we have a Cleveland 7-0 who scores a touchdown on their first drive of the game, taking about 4 minutes to do so. Great first drive. That's a great start if you're a Cleveland fan. Not so much if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Who do you guys think is going to win this game? Say it in the chat. Cam, Dan, Austin, who do you think is going to win this game? As we've got Fisher going to go ahead and take this one out. Fisher makes one man miss, and he's going to be brought down at the 26-yard line. Only gained 1 more yard than he would have got if he had just taken a knee. That wide receiver Lavalley from Ohio State, man, he's a baller. He's a baller. Dan says Connor's going to win this one. Haskins under center here. This is a primary run first offense. Naturally, he's going to do a play action. He's got his tight end, throws it to the tight end. Tight end catches that one and then brought down by Greedy Williams. You got to be careful with this Cleveland Brown defense, though, because they are very stingy. They've got Myles Garrett, Von Miller, on the defensive line. They also got Greedy with so much speed in the back end with Greedy Williams and Denzel Ward, who are just picking everything off. Greedy Williams, I think, might have been the AFC defensive back of the year. Great secondary, very, very fast. And then they've got Grant Delpit, and then they got Ronnie Harrison, two big time hitting safeties in the back. Connor known for laying down the hit sticks, laying the wood down on these teams, as he's going to go ahead and shoot the gap there with 54. I think it's Mac Wilson able to go ahead and get in there for the loss of 2. So it's going to be a 2nd and 12. Not the start you want if you're Pittsburgh here. Jay Hype says Browns blow. Hey, man. Probably. 2 in real life wildcard matchups in a row. Yeah, I actually was thinking that too, Dan. That's kind of ironic. Pittsburgh Cleveland plays here, and then Bears Saints play after this, as Haskins is going to go ahead and drop back here on the 2nd 12. It is a screen, kind of sniffed out by the Browns defense, but great blocking there by Pittsburgh. He's going to get that first down. Great job there. Great play call. Oh, I thought he got the first down. My mistake. 3rd and 5. Hard to tell with the what's the word I'm looking for with the snow. It's Wozy. I'm at a friend's house. Okay, what's up, man? What's up, Wozy? Appreciate you being in here, man. As Ohio State just tied it up against Alabama 7-7. Haskins shotgun formations, got 3 wide receivers to the left-hand side. Connor doing a pretty good job disguising his defense. So it's cover 1 man-to-man defense here. Let's see if Haskins is able to read it. I would anticipate this is going to be some sort of level concept based on what I've seen. Instead, it's going to be an outside run and then brought down by number 51. I'm not a fan of that play call on a 3rd and 5. I don't know if he thought he'd catch him off guard there, or if he had the intentions of going for it on 4th down, assuming he'd get a few yards. Either way, he was not able to do so. Punt units out. Wisnowski punts it to Toller. Toller's going to go ahead and take this one, and then I thought he might get the strip there, but was not able to do so. Brought down the 16-yard line. Cleveland with the ball. That 50-yard line is too confusing. Oh, 100%, dude. 100%. I'm not even sure why. What's the point of the 50-yard line being lit up like that? Haskins would rather be at the strip club. Oh, 100%. 100%. Hands off to Banyard. Banyard's got great blocking, able to get that first down there. Down at the 27-yard line. Great start for Banyard. 6 rushes, 38 yards, and that touchdown. The only touchdown in the game so far. First touchdown of Season 3 playoffs. For all you trivia buffs, that would be Mr. Banyard on Cleveland Browns. We got more viewers popping in here. Let's see who else we got. Obviously, we got Wozy. Let's talk about Cook is now joined us. Cook Austin is in here as well, as far as A-Rap Moneybags. Hey, guys, if you have a minute, make sure you all follow my dude A-Rap Moneybags, man. He's trying to get himself to affiliate status. He just needs a few more followers, so Austin, throw your stream name in the chat for me, and make sure Dan can do that for him. Make sure you follow A-Rap Moneybags so that way he can go ahead and get to that affiliate status, man. He's a great player. It's just a brown stripe for Cleveland. Is it always there? But like, wouldn't snow, like, I mean, did it? I don't know. Whatever. Then why is he wearing clothes when he plays? That's a good point. Why does he wear clothes when he plays? He's going to go ahead and throw the slant underneath the Ali. A lot of people forget Connor took, as we got ourselves a subscription from my man, Ryan with a subscription. In top left-hand corner, you're going to see right by the Better League Network signal, we got the subscriber number up top. So that 13 should change to a 14 eventually. But Ryan, thank you so much for your subscription. Ooh, big hit there. Oh my God.
He needs some milk.
But luckily, Pittsburgh was able to go ahead and recover that one. For a second there, looks like Cleveland was about to get great field position, but was not able to recover the fumble they forced. Great play there by the Cleveland special teams, but not able to take advantage. Got more and more viewers kind of trickling in. Come on in, guys. We got a handoff here to Hunt. Hunt's going to try to get outside, but Denzel Ward slows him down just enough. But he's still able to get to the edge there and get to the 20-yard line, able to get 5 yards there. Only 14 subscribers. Yeah, so after a month, it runs. After a month, it expires. So within 30 days, and we haven't streamed for a while. Let's be honest. And Looney, he just resubscribed, so that's not gonna pop up because he was already subscribed. So only 13. But yeah, Haskins drops back. He's looking for a man deep. He's got one-on-one, but he's not gonna take the chance. He's gonna throw it out of bounds. Yeah, dude, the hit stakes. Connor. Connor has just got the hit sticks down, bro. Like, he used to just whiff. And now he's got the hit sticks down. He's got them down. He might still whip every once in a while, but for the most part, he's usually pretty solid on getting those done. Here on a 3rd and 5 here, it is a screen. Browns just expected that. I got to tell you, man, this Steelers offense has got to figure something out, because right now they are just, I don't know. I can't even think what the right word is. It's too simplistic. It's too obvious. Like they're looking for screens. They're not looking for anything. I don't know. I just feel like they need to do more than what they're doing right now, obviously, as they punt again for the 2nd time of the game. Cleveland takes over with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Who else we got in here, guys? We've got Daniel, so Nick's in here. Let's see who else is new that popped in. Morty popped in. What's up, Morty? Everybody, welcome to the chat, as Stafford's going to go ahead and drop back. And here comes a screen from Cleveland. This one is picked up not well at all, as number 56 going ahead and bring him down there for the loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Great job there by the Steelers defense to shed that block. Sick kits. Yeah, they look good, don't they? Phil staying up late. Thank you, Cameron, who's gifts a sub to Austin for some reason, wasn't already sub. Thank you, Cam, for getting the sub to Austin. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Cam has gifted a total of 16 subs to the channel. Our top gifted subber. He's also our top donator too. I think he's gifted or donated like 100 and some change. I think like $120 or something like that. X is up underneath. He throws it to Beckham Jr. Beckham Jr. would go ahead and make a play there and gets the 1st down, and gets him right around midfield. And that's going to be the end of the 1st quarter. The Cleveland Browns up 7-0 against Pittsburgh here in the wild card playoffs.
Yeah, sorry, just got off the pot, CMass.
Hey, I'm gonna have to turn you up actually now that you're here, because your volume is low. All right, it's going to be a handoff here to White Jr., the backup running back, but he's got a decent amount of speed. And Austin Hooper going down with an injury, 2nd and 9.
Who is streaming?
So it is Connor. You kind of answered my question there. I was about to ask if you've been watching it all. Everybody.
No, I just my laptop was infiltrated from me, but I'm here now.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Stafford play action to go ahead and throw the corner route, but the tight end slipped in the snow. You will see that every once in a while. Hooper with the bruised sternum, so that's going to finish him for the game. As we've got Cody in here, and guys, let me know, because he just came in midstream. Let me know how his audio levels are once he kind of gets into a rhythm here shortly, as we got a 3rd and 9 here from Matt Stafford. Looks like we got ourselves a potential mid blitz here, or a cover 1 or cover 3 from this, and it is going to be more than likely a cover 3 based on the not showing man coverage there. And he's going to be looking for Chambers here. Chambers is open. He throws it to him, and Chambers gets that catch right down at the 32. Great read by Connor. Let me know when you've got it up and you're ready to roll, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, my girl uses a computer all the time. We're actually getting her a laptop here fairly soon, because most of her schoolwork's going to be online now, and I'm actually going to be working from home. So,
what's his Twitch name?
Connor, with 2 R's, Rice, HH.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You should just check your following list, bro. You're not looking at the left-hand side there, clicking on Connor. You're not following him?
I don't know what was happening. I don't know what was happening there.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
All right, but I'm here now.
Nice. All right, cool. So let's get this play in. 2nd and 8 here. Stafford is going to go ahead and take this one in the empty set. Good thing he's not playing Cody here. This would be an automatic sack. Stafford making a few adjustments here. Recognizes it's cover 3, because the Steelers themselves play majority cover 3. They're a cover 3 defense. He drops back. He's going to go ahead and roll out. Throw this one underneath, and that's going to be knocked down there by Edmonds there. Terrell Edmonds for the 3rd and 8.
Yeah, risky throw there. Especially in a snow game, you don't want to have throws like that, because that can end very poorly, very quickly. That's
one of those instances where a low ball would have been better for him. RPO here. He's going to go ahead and throw it downfield to Ali. Prince Ali entered it here, 1st down from Alabama. Sorry, that was pretty bad. But anyways, get Cody's wife in here to sing it for me next time.
Yeah. No, so interesting. I think one of the most interesting things about, and you comment on this before, is just how much Jesse runs cover 3. So we'll see if that bites him in the butt.
As White gets the handoff there on the RPO, and that's going to go ahead and get him a few yards there on 2nd and 9. Dan says in the chat, first thing I do when a new guy streams is follow them on Twitch. Yeah, same, dude. I always try to make sure that we support our fellow better leaguers and make sure that we follow them. Connor's another one that's pretty close to affiliate at this point as Banyard hands it off. Can he make that one? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Banyard.
Yeah, great score there. I'll say this is not the script. I haven't seen obviously the first quarter and how Connor scored, but at least just looking at the scoreboard, this is not the script that Jesse wants, because Jesse has not proven that he's a really, really elite passer. And sometimes, I love Jesse, but sometimes people might even say he's not even that great of a passer. Because it seems like he has one read, and then if that read gets locked up, then he's just looking deep every time. So he's gonna have to, really, really kind of dial up some good running drives here before this game gets out of control for him.
Yeah, I was talking about the first quarter, so it was basically the same kind of as you just saw Banyard score a rushing touchdown. Connor's pretty much been running down on him the majority of the game. Well, you'd think a snow game with Pittsburgh being a run first team that they'd have more success, but they have not been able to run that well, as Steelers able to go ahead and get the first down there. And my audio is kind of funky. Was it the stream or was it my computer is the question. You still there, Cody?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, maybe it was me. Maybe it was just me. Is the stream working? The stream audio working for you?
Let me see.
Okay, it's back now. It just kind of was funky for a second as Hunt's going to go ahead and catch that one. A flat big hit there by number 50 to go ahead and knock him down and hold on to the football this time, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, got to be careful in these snow games. I know from experience after fumbling 3 times against little Alex. But, that's one of those ones where he's trying to pick up some more yards, but, can get a little risky when it's very easy as a defender. That they're just coming straight back from the end or from running out of bounds. So easy hit stick there and lucky to hang on to it.
Man blitz here from this team, and he's going to go ahead and throw it underneath, and that is knocked down. I thought he might be able to get that one in, and that's going to be a 4th down, and here comes a punt unit. For the 3rd time this game, Phil says Connor is going to choke hard and throw this lead away. We'll see. Wozie says getting scored 60 point on is how you fuel the fire in his playoff heart, as Wozie actually dropped 60 on the Browns last week, and fair catch from the Cleveland Browns here.
Yeah, I think something I'd love to see out of Jesse is he just seems to get a little antsy in the pocket and a little antsy with his read. Like, I think he probably would have had that route if he waited even a half second, let him get past the DB, but he just gets a little antsy and seems like throws his reads a little too early at times.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was saying earlier that I feel like Jesse's passing attack is lacking. It's just lacking. Oh my goodness, we got a big play by Minka Fitzpatrick, who's going to get up. This could be a pick 6. And Connor was saying he's going to be a pick 6. Counter is very upset about that one. That's going to be a touchdown. Minka Fitzpatrick.
And right on cue, Phil says that Connor's going to choke this away and immediately throws an RPO. It seems like, after some people are watching Justin and, some of the other people that like to use these RPOs and stuff like that, they're trying to implement it into their offense a little bit, but you just got to know. You have to see the defense. You have to know, he was in a cover 3, so it's very possible that that's a hard flat. And so, you got to be very careful when throwing those little swing routes like that, because they can be jumped just like that, and the game can be flipped around.
Cam says I might have unleashed Alex on everyone in the playoffs, and then he says that my analyst guy sucks. Wow, ouch.
Rude.
That's rude. Cam said that, and Phil says I called it. Yep. I mean, he still technically got the lead, but yeah, that's Connor's usually good for a pick or 2 in each game, but he usually makes up for it because he gets 3 or 4 interceptions himself. I was talking about this Browns defensive backfield. You know a lot about him. You played both these teams twice. What are your thoughts on this Cleveland defense?
Yeah, I mean, it's miserable to play. They've got speed all over the field. They've got, they're no slouches. It's not like they're just fast DBs. They can cover well, and it's just, you think a receiver's going to be open, and they're most likely not. So it's just miserable to play against.
And then the Pittsburgh defense is on the field right now is another one's a pretty stingy defense as well with a ton of speed. What are your thoughts on this Pittsburgh defense as they try to slow down this Cleveland offense?
Yeah, I think, a lot of it is Jesse likes to try to, just send 4-man, 3-man rushes and try to get after, because he definitely has those, those elite pass rushers. So it kind of depends on that. And then his linebacker play. Obviously, he's got those speedy linebackers, and Jesse can be really good at using the linebackers. So I think that's his kind of game wrecker for him. Oh! My goodness, almost big.
Matt Stafford dumps it underneath there, and that's going to be a 4th down as Cleveland comes out with a punt unit, getting it back to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but for real, as I was saying, I mean, that's like, it's a great defense, and then, add on to the fact that Jesse really is an underrated user in terms of using the linebacker. And so, I think a lot of people just look past him and say, it's whatever. But, all of a sudden, in a blink of an eye, he can have 3 picks on you. And you're like, oh, well, crap. And, if you let Jesse get a lead on you and let him start pounding the rock on you, that's when Jesse's really dangerous.
Yeah. For sure. And then the little Alex says, if it's snowing against Cody, I'm going to jump off a cliff. Wow. We don't. That's
the guy that got 3 fumbles against me.
As it's going to be an RPO from this Pittsburgh team and not able to get anything there. Kareem Hunt having a tough go of it in the snow today. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I think maybe something I'd like to see Jesse's. I think I started to pick up on this a little bit when I played him as well. Is he's a little prescriptive on his plays. If he runs the ball, he's going to come out under center. If he's going to pass it, he's going to come out in shotgun.
Yeah.
There obviously runs it in pistol, but that can be kind of a toss up. But would love to see him, come out on 1st down, in under center in a heavy formation and do a play action, do a quick little quick slants or something like that and be a little less prescriptive.
3rd and 8 here, really needs to get something going here. Haskins drops back against this 3-man rush. He's looking for those slants. They're covered very well. He's got a guy underneath potentially, and then he runs up. He can throw it, and he misses. All 3 Pittsburgh Steelers wide open by themselves, and he completely whiffed. 4th and 8.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That, to me, right there, that play kind of sums up where maybe Jesse could step his game up to bring him to the next level. Is his first couple reads there weren't open. The play broke down. He was able to still find some space, but then, big injury there. But then was not, had 3 people, but literally butt naked and just could not pull the trigger.
I don't know if he just didn't see it or he just didn't want to pull the trigger for whatever reason. As we get a toss here to White Jr. White Jr. is going to be brought down there by number 24 Fisher, who's going to be short of the 1st down. It's going to be a 2nd and 7. Austin says, like next time CMass streams, he will be in a BL hoodie. BL hoodies were sent out today apparently, although it'll be tough for mine to get here by the time I stream in less than an hour. But maybe the time after that, maybe by the time Super Bowl stream, I'll have my BL hoodie. Stafford's going to be in shotgun formation here, as you can hear a child banging on the door behind me. He's going to hand it off to Banyer. Banger's going to try to get to the outside, but Devin Bush, with all that speed, brings him down. I'm going to go ahead and see what's going on here.
Sounds good. While CMass is doing that, I will jump in and do a little play-by-play. Looked like I couldn't tell what just happened with Von Miller there. Couldn't tell if that was a game injury. I guess we'll find out if there's more pass rushers there. But yeah, so that will be an interesting injury to see if Von Miller's done for this game or what it was. I didn't catch it. He hit the button quickly, but looks like Stafford's gonna be under center. Sorry if the delay is a little off here since between mine and CMass's stream, but
Stafford drops back. He's going to go ahead and look for that slant underneath. Beckham Jr. able to cut in front of that Pittsburgh player. He's going to be brought down for a big 4th down. Had to say goodnight to my little one.
Hey, makes sense. I jumped in there. Looked like I was saying I couldn't tell. He clicked it very quickly, and I popped over to your stream to just make sure I needed to take over. And then I couldn't tell if Von Miller was a game injury or if it was or if he was going to be back or more. So that will be pretty big because that's something that is also, I think, underrated about this Browns team is that the upgraded pass rush with Von Miller.
Kind of with White, who breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and he's going to be brought down there by Terrell Edmonds and Devin Bush, but not after he gets a big gain there for 1st down. Cam says, did someone throw a brick in the washing machine? That's a good one. Let's see. I thought my cats were going ape. Downstairs, says Morty. Crooked King says, OH. Not sure what that means, but Stafford drops back here. He's going to head throw it off the seam. That looked good for a split second, but Chambers not able to get underneath it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit behind you here. So, yeah, tough throw there. You hope to have that, but in the snow, you can never really know for sure, I guess. Yeah.
I like the idea. Stafford going to do a play action here to Banger, and he's looking for B. It's not there, so he's going to dump it underneath. That's a terrible choice, as Mike Hilton is going to go ahead and take this one back for a pick 6. I don't think they have the speed to catch him. They won't. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Connor has just got to be kicking himself. This game is 14-0, and he's thrown 2 picks and let Jesse right back in. And we've got a brand new half of football, basically.
Yeah, and Connor has got to be kicking himself in the foot because he's doing everything he's supposed to be doing except for 2 plays. 2 plays that have led to Pittsburgh touchdowns. And Phil called it. He blew the lead. So here we are, 14-14.
And honestly, I think what happened there is I think he saw the defender that was about 3 yards behind there, but did not see Hilton just kind of like hiding underneath there. And sometimes, I'll speak from experience. Sometimes these snow games, you know, it does get a little difficult to see, even though both of these guys are wearing black and then orange jerseys. But it's the visibility is not the greatest.
For sure. Me personally, when I play in snow games, I play as conservative as possible. 1st and 10 here, and it looks like he's got a very heavy set, 3 tight ends that are just going to go ahead and he's going to flip that play. Chat is chewing Connor a new one after that last play, as we've got 1:16. Let's see how aggressive he is. Looks like it's going to be a dive to Banyard, who's brought down by Devin Bush, who's just somebody who's just all over the field. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how Connor responds. It would be huge for him if he can use these 3 timeouts in this minute clock here to get down and get some kind of points to, not be completely just kicking himself in the behind.
Stafford play action. He's looking for Beckham, but he's covered. He's got A that's going to be open, but instead he dumps it underneath. We got a flag, probably a holding call on this team. It is Drew Samia, the left guard, is going to get called for holding there, so that's going to make it a 3rd and 13. Did he decline it? Or
he did.
Yeah, I like it.
He did, and that's a toss-up, but for me, I probably would have accepted it.
Yeah. Well, let's see if it works out for him. As we got a levels concept, he's going to go ahead and throw it to the corner route. And he's, wow, a little extra boost there from the Steelers defense. And then it pays off. 4th and 13. Still has all 3 timeouts and 49 seconds.
Yeah. Another risky throw there, but, Jesse trusted his defense, declined the penalty, and paid off for him. And now he's got a shot to score.
Fisher, I thought, could have returned that one, but against this hard-hitting Bengals. I always keep wanting to say Bengals. Browns defense and special teams, man. And we were talking earlier about Connor's hit sticking ability, just taking another level this Madden. I feel like every other Madden, he just whiffs on the hit sticks, but this one, he's just been connecting.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Him and, I mean, it feels like little Alex is like starting to do that too. But there's like a few users where it just feel like every tackle is a hit stick, and it just literally makes no sense.
Yeah, Justin's another one of those.
Yeah, Justin too.
King says, why would the away team wear colors? He says, F that. Away has the right to wear white. All white, preferably. Yeah, King, I don't appreciate that. But Askins drops back.
From opponents.
Oh, he just heaves it downfield, and that's going to be picked off. But Ronnie Harrison not able to get both feet in bounds. So this will be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, if you're playing with an East Coast team, I will always, come playoff football time. If it's an East Coast home game, I will ask my opponents and say I will wear colors if you will wear colors.
Yeah, for sure. As Haskins is going to be stretched outside to Hunt, and they're just waiting there for it. It's just too obvious what's coming. Like you were saying earlier, Steelers really need to mix it up here in the second half.
Yep, when he's in shotgun, he's probably passing it. When he's under center, he's probably running it. It's just it's easy to defend.
Yeah, Austin just came in. He says if King and I won't even start if he goes white.
Listen, I speak from experience after that one terrible playoff game against Ocho where I threw like 7 picks, and I'm pretty sure on like 4 or 5 of them I never saw the defender because he was in all white.
Yeah, it's just a courtesy thing. I mean, you're not forced to do it, but
yeah,
it is what it is. As he's going to head and send Gentry across the formation here, I expect some conservative play call just to make Connor waste the time out here. He's taking his sweet time, not realizing it doesn't matter because the clock's not running. There he goes. He's going to go ahead and do a play action here. Oh, as his tight end slips, but he's still open, and he overthrows it just a little bit. Not able to go ahead and bring it in as that saves the timeout for Connor. Now it's going to be 4th and 10.
Yeah, and looks like an injury to that tight end as well. Yeah, that's another tough part about rain in these snow games. I think a little bit more in snow games than rain games is like, a lot of these play, especially for a guy like me when, a lot of Madden and the passing game is very timing based, and you want to hit somebody the second they come out of their corner or out of their route or whatever it may be, and they slip, and it can just cause some mistakes and some panic out of the user and the quarterback.
Stafford drops back, and he's going to go ahead and roll out to the right-hand side. He's going to throw it deep. That's a tight coverage there, and that's going to be fallen to the ground. Looking for Odell Beckham Jr. Not there. Second attempt, calf strain. Will return soon for that player there. That'd be an interesting element for Madden to add potentially in the next one for weather games, that you can choose like the length of the cleats. It's just like, hey, you can choose deeper cleats, but you're going to be like a little bit slower, or you can choose the lighter cleats. It might be a little faster than the other team, but you're going to slip more often.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Just something,
little strategy.
Yeah. Or, every place has a, different turf and real grass and not real grass and stuff like that. And just the little things.
Yeah.
Little chess match, something, because, it's in the same game for however many years, and that's going to take us to halftime here. Oh, nope, timeout here for no reason. I've never been a big fan of that. For me, I don't. If I'm not over the 50-yard line, I'm not usually calling timeouts here in this situation. But to each his own.
I agree. Yeah, if this was a Hail Mary ball, I could see it, but I just don't think you're going to get it there, and
especially in a snow game. Yeah. But it falls to the ground harmlessly, so it doesn't matter for him. As we got a halftime 14-14 game. Those that are just tuning in, Connor with a 14-point lead. Phil, Notre Dameist himself, says that he was going to blow the lead, and he did. And so now it's basically a 0-0 game here going into the second half.
Yeah, maybe we should ask Phil what happens here. It's a brand new game. Maybe we'll get his opinion and figure out what's going to happen.
Phil, can you just go ahead and tell us the Super Bowl, so we just go ahead and force win everybody? Like, who's gonna win this one? All right, Phil. Cool. All right, Vance.
All right, force one advance.
Just save ourselves a little bit of time,
Yeah.
Haskins gonna go ahead.
He's 1 for 1.
Yeah, he sure is. As Haskins gonna go under center here, and as you said before, we're gonna see a run here as Benny Snell gets just laid out by Grant Tulpit, but he gets a good run there on 12 yards there on that run, 1st and 10.
Yeah, was able to find a lane there, but you just got to be more prescriptive. And if you're Connor, if you see him go under center, you can probably guess 75% of the time it's going to be a run.
All right, cover 3. So, half the league is looking for that deep route, but instead he's going to throw it to Hunt, or hand it off to Hunt, and he's going to get tackled in the backfield, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and honestly, if Jesse wants to win this game, I think he's got to get Kareem Hunt going. I don't know what the recipe for that is, because so far it hasn't, nothing's going well in terms of the run game. But that's just how I think that's how Jesse wins his games, is when Kareem Hunt has about 100 on the ground.
As he's going to go ahead and do a throw outside there, I was about to make some suggestions, just like if your run game's not working, there's different plays that you can do to supplement the run game, like RPOs and quick passes and stuff like that can supplement your run game if it's not working.
Oh, no.
But right now, the 3rd and 13 here, and we've got a timeout from Pittsburgh. Didn't like the play they picked. And
no, I think he accidentally clicked B and got himself into a spike and had to burn a timeout.
Oh, damn.
But honestly, if he was 3rd and 13, I'd rather just freaking take the penalty.
Honestly, I feel like if you just tell, hey, Connor, hey, I fucked up, can you not take this delay of game? I think Connor would have been okay with it. But anyways, that's not going to get you 13 yards or the 8 yards that you would have needed. So that's going to be a 4th and 14 now, and here comes the punt unit as he kills his own drive with that fake punt, or the punt little, not punt, the spike little setup.
Spike. That's what happens. You got that's the thing as a Madden player. You got to know, you got to keep that hand off the controller. Just like one light beep tap can sometimes get make it go to like that spike or a no huddle or whatever it may be.
Pass it to the wrong person by accident.
Yep, gotta be patient.
I've done that many a times where I'm like, oh, throw it to B, he's open. Wait, no, he's not. And then just barely like a little hair touches B, and it floats directly to the other user. No. Happens to me all the time. Stafford's going to go under center here with a heavy run formation, and that's the difference. I think this might be, no, okay, I was going to say that's been the difference of the game is Connor will go in a heavy set like that and do a play action and try to catch him off guard, where Steelers are a little bit more obvious. And Connor's winning the game in every aspect except for the score.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Except for, I guess, the turnover battle.
Flips the play here to Banyard's trap play. He's going to go ahead and hand it off to him in just a clear hole there, and it's going to be short of the 1st down, but a much more manageable 3rd and 1.
Yeah. So far, good play calls here. Will be interesting to see if he goes back to the run, which has been pretty successful for the most part.
Mac Jones is trash. He's going to go ahead and do a play action here. He's got X and RB. He throws it, and then OBJ not able to hold on to it. We got a flag down. Devin Bush with roughing the passer. That's a tough call.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I was looking downfield, but I didn't know if that was might have been Jesse, because I know on a lot of those play actions, Jesse likes to try to rush the quarterback and get a sack. So maybe it was late and got the hit.
I thought it was bang bang, but what are you gonna do? As we got an RPO look like here for Stafford, he's just gonna hand it off to Banyer. Banyer with the power run, able to go ahead and get the first down and brought down the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I wonder if Connor's on conservative. Did you see? I guess did you see? Did he switch to conservative at any point, or?
I didn't see it, but I think he usually plays conservative. Like, gotcha. I don't think he's one to
Yeah, Banyard took that hit and like it had a reach for animation, but he had the rock tight, so it makes me think he might be on conservative.
He drops back. He's going to throw it underneath the Banyer. Banyer with 3 Steelers in front of him makes Bush miss, but then brought down at the 36-yard line for a 2nd and 1. Big Alex says, "I hope Jesse wins this game." Why do you say that, Alex? Why do you hope Jesse wins this game? Curious.
He's Team Jesse through and through.
Through and through? Yeah. I'm Team Connor through and through. As he hands it off to Banyer. Banyer not able to get the first down there. It looks like he was going to reach for it, but then Bush came and helped out Fitzpatrick to stop that animation, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, big 3rd down here because with the snow, this is not going to be an easy field goal whatsoever. So if you're Connor, you really want to pick this up. Not to mention just get more points on the board because Jesse's offense has not scored a single point. Really every point that's been scored has been at the hands of Connor so far.
That's very true. As we got a toss outside to White. Connor's pretty much the one user I see that does tosses religiously, as he's able to go ahead and get a big first down there at the 18-yard line. Update from the real life game for national championship. Ohio State just tied it up. It is now 14-14.
That's something I love about Connor. He's not afraid, and guys like Morty as well. Not afraid to call the unconventional play.
One last man to miss, and no, he's going to get brought down there at the 3-yard line. Cam says, "I hope Cody wins his game." 1st and goal here from 3.
Thanks, Cam.
Stafford going to go under center here, and the Steelers really selling out for the run here, and he's just going to go ahead and say, "Stop it if you can," which he does. Cam Hayward brings him down there. Cam Iron Hayward brings him down for a 2nd and goal.
Yeah, smart for the Steelers to just kind of. I don't think they ran commit, but they might have. But I think 1st and 2nd down, you just got to expect a run here because that's been all of the Browns' offense.
Stafford under center here. Looks like it's going to be a play action here, and here comes that play action. He's got a man. He throws it to a one-handed catch. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I mean, a snow game, back of the end zone. A lot of things could have went wrong there. Ball could have been incomplete, tipped around. Ooh, just snuck in there. But big one-handed catch by the tight end. Gets the toe drag swag down. And, hey, Connor scored some more points. Yep,
Connor has, I think, 5 touchdowns now. Unfortunately, 2 of them were scored by a Pittsburgh Steelers defensive back. As Sean says, Connor can do tosses because of all the speed upgrades he's gotten. Little Alex says, he says, wow. Let's see. He said they're just built different in Cleveland. And what was he says? Cody reminds me of Chris Collinsworth. I hate it. Wow, everybody's really bashing on you. What's going on?
It's weird that he hates Chris Collinsworth because for Chris Collinsworth being an ex-Bengal, Chris Collinsworth loves sucking the Steelers' penis. I mean, all night or the friggin' other game, just Collinsworth.
He says lies. He bashes them. I feel like every person thinks that the announcers bash their team except for Cowboys. Except for when, actually, you know what? I got to say Troy Aikman, when he does Cowboy games, which he does a lot, he's pretty level-headed, as we just got.
Yeah, he says he bashes them. They were down 20-0, and Chris Collinsworth couldn't stop talking about how the Steelers will probably come back and win this game.
I think he's wishful thinking because they didn't want to call a 48-0 game, Haskins going to go ahead and do a stretch outside of Hunt. Hunt is just buried by all those Cleveland jerseys to bring him down, and that's going to be a 4th and 3. I've never been a big fan. He's running on a lot earlier, like his first drive he ran on a 3rd and 5. And I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah, and I think Connor just knows, like, if I stop the run game, I know that Jesse's not going to beat me through the air. And so far, that's been the recipe. And yeah, the only reason Jesse has points is because of Connor.
I just don't think that Jesse trusts his passing game, period. I don't know if it's because of the weather or what, but he just doesn't seem to trust it and will just look to sell out and run it. And as we've got, a block in the back, as you said, and that's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. King subscribed, and that's 3 months straight. Thank you, King. Ozzy says Jim Nance and Phil Simms is the most balanced. I don't think that's a normal pairing, but Sean says facts. They kept talking about momentum shifts when Cleveland was up 19. Stafford under center here, tight set, has the lead. About 3 minutes left in this third quarter here. Get ready in about 3 minutes. We're going to be throwing up some fours in the chat. We have to do it. We have to go crazy for Connor games.
Oh yeah.
As Stafford drops back on these slants, he's going to go ahead and roll out, and he messed up there. He didn't do the Cody. You got to throw some verts on 2 of them, and you got to throw a Texas route underneath. I don't know what he was thinking.
Well, I will say, if you've got 2 guys in the flants and you're sending some slants in their direction, you're going to have a bunch of defenders in the same place.
That's right. Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of everyone run slants kind of set up there. It just, as you just said, too many defenders going in the same area. Although sometimes they'll bump into each other. Last man to miss. Ali with all the speed. Top 10 pick. And then Odell Beckham Jr. helps 22. He literally carried him to carried him to Ali to tackle him. OBJ, once his touchdowns, brings Ali down to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, maybe wanted Ali to lateral him the ball there or something. Was a little cocky there by OBJ.
Yeah, that's tough. Ali, a lot of people forget Ali was I think like the 7th overall pick and was super, super fast coming in the draft this year, and then just kind of wasted in Cleveland. Not a whole lot of touches in Cleveland, as there's going to be a toss there to the tight end. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, good read there. Threw it a bit late. The second that Stafford got out of his like 3 or 4 step drop there, if he would have hit him, he might have been able to pick up potentially the first down, because there's no one there, but then he waited, and then the linebacker crashed down on the tight end.
RPO outside of Banyard. Banyard's got 2 Steelers to beat, and he's not going to beat either of them. He's going to be brought down the 26-yard line. Going to be short. Just kidding. First down, Cleveland.
Yeah, looks like he was just able to stretch that, over the marker there, and so big first down, and Connor's moving here. If Connor gets a touchdown, I think this game might. We might be okay to call it.
Yeah, I don't think he can just keep banking on pick sixes. As White's going to go ahead and get a carry there for 3 yards, 2nd and 7. Yeah, he really needs to get a turnover here, because even if he gets a field goal, I just don't see. I'm not sure if I can see him scoring 14 points in the last quarter, period. Let alone
8 points.
Yeah,
on offense, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, even Slander's in here. We've got Sean in here, Slander in here. We got all kinds of people that have left. All we just need is Ocho in here, and we'd have a bunch of the old better leaguers, as he's going to hand it off to Banyard, and he's going to be brought down the backfield by 54. That's going to be a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, I think Connor probably. I guess he's probably going to pass here, but if I were him, I wouldn't be surprised if you see an inside zone here.
He gets it off, has A open, he throws it to A, but overthrows him, and that's going to fall instantly to the ground. And ladies and gentlemen, put your 4s in the chat. 21-14. Cleveland leading right now in the 4th quarter. Put those 4s in the chat.
What's Stafford's overall? I guess he's probably regressed a bit.
I think low 80s, but I'm not positive, as he misses the field goal in the snow. He just couldn't get the footing right for the kicker as it falls. And that's another thing Madden should be doing. Like, accuracy for kickers should go down a lot in snow and rain, but that's just, the thing is that it'd be less scoring and people wouldn't play as much, blah blah blah. Anyways,
yeah, I just think kicking should be harder in general, even in or the accuracy rating for a kicker should matter, one of the two.
Yeah,
like if you have like a high rating in accuracy, then you can miss a kick out of that little window by more. Whereas if you have a lower one, you have less margin of error.
He throws it to Juju Smith-Schuster underneath, as he filmed a TikTok as he caught it for that 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6.
Corvette. Yeah, did I just see Haskins was 7 for 11 for like 92 yards, or was it even 92?
I wasn't paying attention, to be honest. I looked up at the game as Najee Harris scores a touchdown for Alabama. Haskins rolls to the left. He had a man, and oh my goodness, he's open. He hits Chase Claypool for the touchdown.
Oh my goodness.
And just like that.
The pass rush just didn't get there. Connor was following that route for a little bit and then decommitted because I think he thought,
no.
Oh boy.
As he misses the extra point, making it a 1-point game. That is definitely going to come back to bite him here in this game, as there's just about 9 minutes left with Cleveland taking over.
Yeah, that was a weird sequence. I literally think Jesse might. I was trying to look at the stats. I literally think Jesse might have had under 100 yards of offense until that play.
Yeah, I think he almost doubled his offensive yardage in one play.
Yeah, because I would not be surprised.
Wow, what an accurate throw by Haskins too. I really thought he'd overthrow him or something. But it was right on the money.
121 yards of offense, or 121 passing yards and 24 rushing yards.
As Banyard answers immediately, getting a good chunk of yards there. 21 rushes, 108 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Banyard in this wild card game. 1st and 10 for Cleveland.
Yeah, so how long of a touchdown? That was probably, what, 70 yards? So he literally doubled his offensive yards, I think, right there. That's crazy.
Pretty impressive. Stafford drops back. He's looking for a few people, and he gets hit. 54, missed an opportunity there as the ball falls instantly to the ground. Matt Stafford, 17 for 31, 184 yards, touchdown, and I think it's at 2 interceptions. Stafford shotgun formation against this cover 3. It's going to be a handoff to Banyard. Banyard, cut that back inside. Devin Bush able to go ahead and bring him down for a loss there, make it a 3rd and 10.
Big 3rd and 10 for the Steelers here.
Huge.
Huge. Speaking of momentum, we got a Steelers-Brown matchup here. Browns look like they've been in control this whole game, but the momentum could be shifting.
Absolutely, a Stafford shotgun formation. This is the play he goes with on a 3rd and 10. Write that down, folks, as he's going to go ahead and eventually hike this ball. There it is. As a 3-man drop, it looks like a cover 3 as that's knocked down by the cornerback, and that's going to make it a 4th and 10. Justin Lane, I believe, former Michigan State corner, knocks it down as Gillian comes out to punt for the Cleveland.
Yeah, I think Connor just needs to start realizing that Jesse's not. He doesn't disguise his cover 3s.
No.
So if you see it, it's either going to be a cover 3 match, a cover 3 hard flat, or a cover 3. It's just going to be one of those. So there's plays that can beat it. So
especially when you got a speed guy like Ali that you can
use it.
Got to. But here we are. Somebody that hasn't been able to get any sort of offense other than one play has an opportunity to take the lead on this drive as he hands it off to Hunt. Hunt able to go ahead and get a few yards there, about I think 5, and it's going to make it a 2nd and 5.
12 rushes for 17 yards. Credit to this Pittsburgh team. Not giving up on Hunt and trying to feed it to the guy that's gotten him here to this point.
Haskins shotgun formation here. He's got 3 wide receivers and a tight end on the right-hand side, and then Kareem Hunt in the backfield, making a few audibles, so it would make me think it is a pass play. 8 seconds left on play clock. Instead, he's going to hand it off. It's Kareem. Oh, my goodness. Big hit there by 54, as I don't think he gains anything on that one. 1 yard, 3rd and 4.
Yeah. I wonder if Jesse's on conservative because, after that hit stick, I'd be go ahead and putting it on conservative with the game as close as it is.
Yeah, I think he's had 2 fumbles that both have been recovered by Pittsburgh. And so I think after that second one, I think he went conservative, as we've got a cover 2 from this Cleveland team here, as and history says that Haskins will hand this one off, but instead he does drop back and throws it directly to a Cleveland player who's not able to hold on to that one, as we have a 4th and 4. He had the guy right behind him. He just didn't see him.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier in the game, he just gets a little antsy with his reads. He sees him open for like a half a second and then throws it, but you need to see who's around it and who the route's going into, and almost threw a pick 6 there.
Big return here by Toller, who gets laid out by 27, but still holds on to the ball. Both players on conservative here in this snow game. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left here in this first wild card matchup. It's a good one, 21-20. For those of you that just joined in, and aren't already following Better League Network, make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button, hand off to Banyard. Banyard's going to go ahead and get past midfield here, or right at midfield. And the top left-hand corner of the screen, you can now see our sub count for the month. And right now we have 14. That's too low. Step it up. We should have at least 32. 2nd and 5 for this Cleveland offense.
Big tackle by whoever that was, whoever the linebacker was, because Banyard might have been waltzing his way to the end zone had he not got off his block and made the tackle there.
For sure. As it looks like he's going to take an opportunity here. A rare instance. Oh, no, it's still cover 3. He might have Ali. He doesn't. He's going to go ahead and throw it underneath. Banyard. Banyard not able to go ahead and bring that one in as 55. Devin Bush able to go ahead and knock it down 3rd and 5.
Saw it a bit too late there. I think if he would have hit him right as he, kind of broke off from the O-line, he probably would have had the first down, but saw it too late and let the defender get there and get his hand on it.
Justin Fields with the big run. They're down 21-14. All right, Stafford's going to go ahead and do a toss outside of Banyard. Banyard's got decent blocking, but instead cuts it inside. Interesting read there on the run, and that's going to make it a 4th and 4.
It really was a good call because I think Jesse came out in a 3-down look. Connor was in a heavy under center toss play there, just made a very bad read and hit that inside, whereas he takes that out. Oh,
great punt though. Fantastic punt. Great blocking there by Terrell Edmonds to keep Westry off the ball. But unfortunately, the whole other Cleveland team was unblocked and brings it down the 4-yard line. So Jesse, who's been struggling on offense all day long, is going to have to go 96 yards here to get a touchdown. No, it doesn't have to, because obviously he can get a field goal here, but he's going to have to get a good chunk of yardage here on this drive, as he's going to go ahead and start off with a stretch to Hunt. Hunt able to get to the edge, and I really want to see him, because I feel like he doesn't want to cut it back inside. He always wants to get to the edge with Hunt, where I feel like he's a one-cut guy. Like, if the inside's open, cut back inside, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Oof, Dan says with the way they're kicking this game, may end up with a dramatic iced field goal to win or lose. That's a astute observation there by Dan, the league historian, and it's gonna be big hit there by Morrow. Kareem Hunt, my God, just got laid out.
He needs some milk.
Yeah, you gotta be careful here, and I just don't like the unaggressive, and now he's gonna pass. This is scary. I'm scared here.
Yeah, 3rd and 12 here. I would have definitely played a little bit conservative here. He's gonna go ahead and throw this one, and it gets to Claypool, makes the catch, and then gets laid out by Grant Telpett, but holds on to the ball. They're just holding on to the ball with dear life, and that was a great play there by the former what Notre Dame something? What are they? Golden Domers? Golden Domers. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of luck there, but great play by Claypool. He's a big receiver, big physical guy, so you want him to make those catches.
They'll take it. It looks like the chat's really on Jesse right now. Most people are cheering for Jesse as we got a play action here. He had a man underneath, and he throws it to Hunt, who's also open, but it doesn't even seem like he made an attempt to avoid Greedy Williams. He just ran right into him, able to go ahead and get a few yards like a 2nd and 2.
And now seeing that, like I said, it's just, like he had the slant wide open. It just makes me think that he has. When he calls hike, it makes me think he knows where he wants to go with the ball, and if it's not open, then he throws it deep.
Predetermined. It seems that way, and that's a good observation there, and I think an inside zone's coming based on what I'm seeing here. Haskins making a few adjustments here. 10 seconds left on the play clock, and it is going to be an inside zone, and he gets laid out by Ronnie Harrison, but he's able to get that first down. 16 rushes, 19 yards for Kareem Hunt.
I think, I'm sure Connor wouldn't admit to this, but, I think he's probably on his 3rd or 4th controller already because there's no way his right stick is functioning any longer with how many hit sticks this Browns team throws.
Yeah, and does he go aggressive on defense?
I don't think so.
Because you got to think these guys have to be going aggressive with all these hit sticks that are landing. You'd think, right? Haskins going to go ahead and send a man across the formation here. It's going to be a play action here on 1st down. He has a man deep, but he throws it off the back foot. Terrible decision, and throws it to Denzel Ward, former Ohio State Buckeye, is going to go ahead and bring this one out to the 40 to 35. He had him deeper and then just decided to roll and throw it on the run, and then came up way short.
Yeah, and there was a couple defenders there too, so it was going to have to be a perfect throw, which you've got Dwayne Haskins under center. He's proven to have been a bit shaky at times, and so that was tough.
Baynard up the middle here. He's going to have to be brought down, but not after he gets a first down. 25 rushes, 126 yards, and that's been the difference of the game. It's been the success of the running game.
Yeah, and the lack of Jesse's production on offense. But if you're Connor here, you want to use as much clock as you can because he's going to take this down to the 2-minute warning, make Jesse use his 2 timeouts, and he's going to be able to use it. But, Jesse's still in this because we know a snow game, can be a kick. As we saw 2 times already, these kicks can be missed pretty easily, and this could still be a 1-point game.
Stafford under center here. I do expect to see a fairly conservative play here. He's going to, that was an interesting handoff as White Jr. gets brought down in the backfield, and then here comes the timeout from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and Jesse's wishing that he had his timeout that he burnt earlier when he did the spike play. As I said, even if your opponent didn't want to potentially, decline that play, it was 3rd and 13. I would have just took the penalty.
Stretch play to White. White's going to go ahead and try to get to the edge there. And for a second, I thought he was going to run out of bounds, but then he gets tackled inbounds, timeout. I might even let him try to get towards the edge there, but nonetheless, 3rd and 10 here, lose the last timeout. So if he stops him here, assuming that he runs the ball, we're going to have maybe about minute 10 left, a minute, just over a minute basically, as of his handoff to Baynard, who's brought down immediately by 56, and the clock will run as we see a 43-yard field goal attempt coming shortly.
Yep, you were right on the money. It's going to be about a minute 10, maybe a little less, depending on how long it takes the field goal to get there. And so, plenty of time to go down and score. But plenty of time for Jesse, who has not shown that he has been a confident passer all day long.
As the clock's going to run down, if I'm Cleveland, I would go ahead and just run it to 1 and call timeout.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going for here.
Yeah. As a big hit in the real life game, Ohio State tight end catches the ball at the 10-yard line, gets laid the hell out. They're probably going to call targeting on that one. Not going to lie, as there is that timeout from Cleveland. So, minute 11 seconds. So, assuming it goes through in 3-4 seconds, he'll have some decent time here as Connor's going to go ahead and kick that one.
Boy, it's going to be close.
And it's going to go ahead and get through, and that's going to be 3 points there, 24-20. Again, like we said earlier, that missed extra point costing him here, as now he has to score a touchdown as opposed to opportunity for a field goal for a tie.
Yeah, we'll see if Jesse can make the plays in the pass game. He hasn't been able to so far other than the one deep shot, so we'll see if he can come up with a drive here to win the game.
And that's going to be a decent return. They're able to get down to the 29-yard line. Dan says that's got to be game. It's so hard to score a touchdown here. He's shown that he's able to do it if everything lines up correctly. He better not fucking run the ball here. Haskins under center here. He does drop back. A bunch of crossers. He throws it outside. Gets to the tight end's not going to be able to get out of bounds. So we're going to see a hurry up here from this Pittsburgh team. That's going to run off 10 seconds at least. And that is a 10-second run off. 44 seconds left. Haskins under center here is going to go ahead and we got to hurry up so that speeds up my voice. Haskins is going to be under center. He's going to go ahead and audible the play here. He's going to go ahead and drop it. He's going to flip the play over. Not liking this decision to go ahead and take a lot of time off the clock. That's an interesting call by Haskins. Making a few more audibles. About 30 seconds left now. He drops back against this 3-man rush. He's got a man underneath. He's going to go ahead and take an opportunity to take a sack. Number 65, Larry Ogunjobi with the sack.
Yeah, and that's going to be the ball game.
Yeah, he's not even going to attempt it. Yeah, then it's over.
I don't know why his first play call he came out under center, because then he didn't get out of bounds, and then because of that he didn't like the play calls that he had. So he wanted to then audible to a shotgun, but then he took about 15 seconds off the clock. So that was a tough decision there, I think.
I'm going to message them to see if they want to come in here for a interview.
Yeah.
But, tough loss for the Steelers there. It was a lot closer than it really felt like it should have been due to the 2 pick sixes by Connor. But nonetheless, they had an opportunity to win. That missed extra point costed them, but they didn't really have the opportunity to score at the end anyways. Interesting time choices. But make sure, folks, we're seeing if they want to join for interviews. But after this game, immediately following will be the Bears versus Saints, which will be kicking off here after the interviews and after we kind of get the stream setups changed, because I obviously will be playing that game. The chat giving congratulations to Connor as we topped out. Right now we're at the highest view count, which is usually how it works out right as soon as I'm about to be done. 23 viewers right now. I get everybody warmed up and then let them take over, as Connor has about 18 players to upgrade. All of them will get speed upgrades, I'm sure. As we've got Connor here now, we've got Coach Bernie Sanders, the 115th of the line, I think now. Holy man, upgrade for Denzel Ward. Man coverage, acceleration,
yes,
catching, zone coverage, press. My goodness. Anyways, Connor, welcome to the post-game interview, man. I'll go ahead and let you do your thoughts on the game, and then we'll have questions for you.
Listen, I mean, I'm not going to pretend that was anything other than a very sloppy, very nervy game on both sides. I felt like I was in a really, really good headspace for about the first quarter and a half. You know, I was driving, I was locking him down defensively, which, I mean, really was the case the entire game. But, like, I was driving offensively. I felt like I had exactly the scheme I wanted to do. And then once I threw that pick six on the bubble screen, everything changed. It was a bad read. Like, even, you know, as I was pressing the button, I knew it was a pick six. It was a bad read. And I just, I don't know. I got in kind of a weird headspace after that. I got like ultra conservative, which I think actually, like, it benefited me for sure in the fourth quarter when I was, or really in the second half, when I was able to establish the run game better than I did in the first half. But at that point in the game, it was really like not the time for that. I stopped trusting my passing game entirely. I mean, I'm sure you could tell the second and third quarter, whole lot of dump offs, whole lot of, you know, check downs to the tight end, to the running back, etc. I didn't trust myself after that pick six, even though I had been doing well beforehand. Full credit to Jesse. I mean, he's got, you know, both the team and the scheme, especially defensively. It's really hard to move the ball against him. I think everyone who's played him really all cycle knows that. His user with Devin Bush, both in the passing game and the running game, is just really tough to go against, and it always has me second guessing myself. But at the end of the day, as everyone here knows, a sloppy win is still a win. This is my first playoff win since Madden 18. So, you know, overall, I'm just really happy. And I know I have some things to work on. I know that I cannot play like that against whoever I play in the divisional round and expect to come out with a win. But I know that, you know, I made it, and that's really the important thing. And I'm excited to see who I play next.
Coach, I'm going to start it off here. First off with a congratulations, and there's a lot of congratulations in the chat as well from Dan, Taint, Austin on your first playoff win of the cycle. I got to ask your thoughts. So you started off 14-0 there, and then just back-to-back drives where you threw pick sixes to give Jesse points that he really didn't earn there. And so now you're tied 14-14 at halftime. What were your thoughts going to halftime where you really feel like you blew that early lead, you felt like you had all the momentum, and then just kind of gave it all away? What were your thoughts going into half, and what adjustments did you make to go ahead and not make those same mistakes in the second half?
The halftime break was really good for me, I'll be honest for you. I mean, I was, especially after that second pick six, I was really beating myself up, you know, asking myself, how could I have let him come back into the game like this? But at halftime, I just kind of, you know, centered myself. You could probably tell, you know, I took a while to pick my first play. I was just kind of like talking to myself, just breathing, just saying, you know, it's still a tie game. You're still in a position that you know, should be comfortable in. Jesse can't move the ball. I mean, that was the case all game. I felt like, you know, both the passing defense and the running defense, my guys showed up to play for sure, especially, you know, shutting down Kareem Hunt. I mean, that was really the goal defensively, was to force him to pass, and I think we did a good job of doing that. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, you know, as I said, the halftime break was good. I just, again, took some breaths, composed myself. I'm not going to pretend that the second half was like particularly well played on my end either, but you may have noticed we went much more run heavy. I knew that if I just, you know, if I avoided the types of runs that would activate his abilities, and if I, you know, for example, only did outside runs to the left to avoid TJ Watt's no outsider ability, for example, I knew that I could run the ball on him. That was something I was missing in our first game of this season, was I got really like tentative in terms of running the ball. But I knew that if I grounded and pounded, and if I forced him to beat me offensively, I figured we put ourselves in a pretty good situation, and I think that kind of bore out in terms of how I saw the game go.
Cody?
Yeah, I think, yeah, my question to you is, where was your head in terms of, I guess, your confidence level? Because it seemed like outside of the one deep shot, that your defensive game plan was just, we're going to stop the run and try to let the Steelers beat us through the air. So I guess my question is, was that the game plan? And was there any moments that you thought like, oh no, this isn't going well anymore?
I mean, defensively, I felt like it was going great the entire time. I mean, I you know, again, as you said, there was that one deep ball we gave up on the cover four where he got the deep post shot to, I believe, Chase Claypool, and that was purely an issue like with me usering. I feel like I had him tracked down relatively well with Ronnie Harrison, but then For some reason, I hesitated. I can't explain to you why. I thought I saw another route that I should have covered, and I went to it, and Chase Claypool got the long touchdown. But other than that, defensively, I felt like we executed exactly the way we wanted to. I mean, I'm sure, as Jesse is in here, a good game, man. I'm sure Jesse will tell you, he definitely had a few missed opportunities offensively. It wasn't all like me clamping him down necessarily, but as Dan said last week, I mean, I've got Ward, I've got Greedy. I can just, kind of let them do their thing with no knowledge of shading, with no knowledge of Madden scheme. Shout out to Dan on that one. But that was the plan, as you said, Cody. To go back to your question, had to shut down the run. That was how Jesse beat me in our first game this season. Was he just ran all over me with Kareem Hunt. And my game plan was essentially, if he beats me through the air, especially in a snow game, fair play to him. He would be the better man if he did that. But we were not going to let Kareem Hunt run on us, and I think we did a pretty good job of doing that.
Definitely.
Awesome. Coach, thank you for your time, as we now have Coach Jesse here after a tough loss to rival Cleveland Browns. Jesse, we want to get your thoughts on the game, and then we'll have a couple questions for you.
First off, good game to Connor. He played very, very well, especially defensively. I think he only held me maybe less than 200 yards total offense. That was just an amazing, offensive yards gained. I only had 145. So, I mean, that's probably my all-time ever in Madden as a low. So, congrats to Connor. He did a very, very good job defensively. And then offense, he was able to play keep away, just keeping the ball away from me, getting that run game established. I had no answers for it. His rush, he had 176 rush yards. I mean, I normally pride myself as a user who can stop the run, and I did not do that this game, and it gashed me. So, I mean, tough loss there, especially a 4-point loss to a divisional opponent in the playoffs. It's tough, but I mean, he was the better man today. He played better, so hats off to Connor.
Coach, first off, I understand that you're probably a little frustrated after the loss. You mentioned the yardage that you had, and half of that really was one play to Chase Claypool. Coach, what were your thoughts on offense, where it seemed like the first half you were very Dwayne Haskins? It just seemed like he was very, very antsy in the pocket, and was looking at one read, and if it wasn't there, he just seemed to force it or just kind of rush to the next read and make the wrong decision. What was going on with Haskins in the head, and what kind of adjustments were you trying to get him to make?
Well, I mean, it's I have two superstar offensive linemen, David DeCastro and Trent Williams, one on the offensive tackle, one at guard. I have Brandon Linder, who's 87 overall, I believe, at left guard. My offensive line's not bad whatsoever, but it seems like it's for the most part, 75% of the season, they've played well, but that 25% of the season, I have no time in the pocket, and especially playing Connor, he's got 2 X-Factor rushers. I understand that Von Miller went out right around halftime, but, I mean, early on in the game, you have Von Miller, you have Myles Garrett pass rushing, you have Larry Ogunjobi, who's also a very good defensive tackle. I mean, they were just getting pressure on me left and right. So, I mean, I was more or less worried about taking a sack than really going through my progressions and looking at all my targets. I didn't want to get carried away looking at one target and being if I can get one more second, he'll be open, and then not paying attention to what's in front of me and taking a sack and possibly getting losing a fumble or losing huge chunks of yardage. So the game plan was definitely try to get the ball off quick, but his pass rush has always played tremendous. I think every game that Connor and I've played, I'd say about 90% of the picks I've thrown have been throw out of sacks, throw under pressure, just from his pass rush getting to me. But I definitely did not want that to be the storyline whenever I played him this game, and it wasn't. But unfortunately, because the pass rush wasn't the story of the game, it was just his entire defensive effort. I was not able to get anything pass-wise going, and it wasn't because I took sacks or anything. It was just because could not get anything going. His secondary suffocated me, and then his run defense just shut me down completely.
Thank you, Coach. Cody?
Yeah, Jesse, great season. Tough loss. It's always tough to go one and done. As someone who won a Super Bowl and then the following season went one and done. So I know the feeling of one and done, and it doesn't feel good. But I just want to, I guess, ask, do you feel like maybe the most frustrating part of this game was the lack of ability to get the run game going? Because I know, from being your division opponent and stuff like that, I know that when Kareem Hunt is going, you're tough to stop. And so I think at one point in the game he was about 12 rushes for 17 yards. So was that the most frustrating part for you in terms of how the game went?
Yeah, I mean, like I would say like right now the most frustrating thing is both aspects of the run, stopping it and starting it. Like I pride myself, like I said earlier, I pride myself on being a good run stopping user, and I also pride myself on being a good running user. And I mean, Kareem Hunt's stat line: 16 rushes for 19 yards, 1.2 average. I mean, that's abysmal. That's terrible. Like I that was definitely very, very, very frustrating, and I could tell early on, like in the first quarter, my first two, 3 series, that it was going to be a long day. I'm not going to be able to get the run game going. But like I wasn't going to give up on it. I had to try to establish it, and like no matter what I did, couldn't get anything going. I think the longest run of the game, yeah, it wasn't even Kareem Hunt. It was Benny Snell. He had a 12-yard run. So I mean, like, yeah, that was definitely very, very frustrating, especially whenever Hunt normally it goes on a tear for me. Like I think he's only been shut down 2 to 3 times this season in the regular season. One of them was against you. One of them was against Nick, the Falcons user, and I think there was one other time. But like 19 yards, that is, ever since like I've had Kareem Hunt, that is a like not even close record for low. And then the equally frustrating thing was on defense trying to stop his run game. I mean, he had 123 yards with Banyard and then 47 yards with White. His rookie was, I believe he's still considered a rookie. He had 2 rushing touchdowns on the ground, was averaging over 4.5 yards per carry. I mean, it wasn't even just like he had big runs. Like his longest run was 15 yards. He was just consistently gashing me for, like decent clips each time. And like I had no answers for it. Like I thought that having X Factor TJ Watt, X Factor Cam Hayward was going to help. I thought having fast linebackers would help. 88 overall Stephon Tuitt, I thought he would help. And like he smothered my defensive line. Like he was able to just get wide open holes, get huge chunks of yardage, and I had no answer for it. And that was definitely frustrating because whenever you can't stop something, they're just consistently doing low end, and it's running out the clock at like 30, 40 seconds a clip. It's very frustrating. But I would say those are equal in my mind as what was the most frustrating aspect of the game.
So that's going to end it here for the wild card matchup. The Browns versus Steelers. Browns will advance. They don't know who their opponent is yet. More than likely, you're going to see yourself facing well, you never know. I'm not even going to try to pretend I know who you're going to hit.
Alex or Austin.
Yeah, Alex or Austin potentially. Unless, because if Cody wins, then Colts will play him. Anyways, congratulations on that. Directly following this game, maybe in about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, we will have the Bears versus Saints commentated by the 2 players that just played. So hopefully they'll keep it professional. We'll get a little salty there. I don't expect them to. And thank you so much, Cody, for being on here, and you guys for your good game. Any closing thoughts from any of you guys you want to say before we go ahead and close it out?
I'm just gonna say this real quick. When y'all are voting for most improved, when y'all are voting for, especially man of the year with the podcast, but I'm thinking like most improved specifically, please give my man Jesse a consideration. Like you can see the improvement from season to season. He's gotten better. Pretty much every season we've played so far this cycle. And I know it's tough to go one and done. I experienced that last year, Jesse. And I'm sorry we had to play each other because honestly, as I was telling you in the DMs, like if I were not to make the Super Bowl, I wanted it to be you. So I'm sorry that we played this early, but I can see the improvement, and I know that if you keep grinding, if you keep this level of improvement up, like pretty soon you're going to surpass me. Pretty soon you're going to be like a truly formidable contender within the AFC. So I just want to say congratulations on that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I have some closing thoughts. First, thank you, Connor. Really appreciate it, man. You continue to improve. I mean, like you've made the playoffs every season so far, but like, to be able
What's
to
with all
win
this
the division,
love, guys?
to be able to win the division, come in here as a 3 seed, only behind little Alex, who won his division, and Justin, who won his division, playing easier easier divisions. To be able to win our division, which we knew coming into the season it was going to be a bloodbath with our schedule, and then just like us within the division ourselves, for you to be able to win it, that's awesome. I hope you have great success throughout the rest of the playoffs, and you're able to get to the championship game and win that thing, bring another Lombardi home to the North. But overall, I mean, just like much love to Connor, much respect. He played a great game, but much love to the AFC North with 3 teams representing here. Hopefully we're able to bring another one home to the North.
Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, Bears Saints going to be going down here in the next few minutes. Hope you all stay tuned here to Better League Network, as that game will be going on shortly. Have a fantastic night. Well, have a fantastic few minutes till we see you in a few. Thank you.